Now then YouTube, I'm the Toff Man and welcome to some more Project Ozone. In this episode we're going to be going through a few of the loose quests that we haven't managed to pick up yet. Now then YouTube, I'm the Toff Man and welcome back to some more Project Ozone. Woo! Project Ozone 3. That is. And today guys, we are going to be getting into, just ignore that, that is part of a project I am in the middle of building at this current moment in time. I just wanted to come back and get into some of this sort of stuff with you here. I've changed things up a little bit over here. As you can see, we've got some more sprinklers, because every single sprinkler will actually stack with each other for the growth rate. So you'll see here that this one's actually grown right to the end. I've been growing these a different way. I'll show you in just a second. So that's the one that I did have, 415, which is great. I still haven't got the book yet, but I will be getting the book. I just needed some paper. 526 is certainly better than that one, so we don't need to worry about that. And this is what I've been doing with myself. So 416, so we've got 526 there, so it's still better than that one. And then the last one here, and the Inferium seed. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you a lot of this. 636, and obviously that is certainly better than everything else. So this is the one that gets planted back down. And we do that just by this. In fact, let me put them there. So that's going to be planted there. And this is what I've been doing. Just creating a line, and then I've come in, just let them grow, and then I come back later on, get all the line, get the best seed, replant it at the back there, and all the rest of them I don't need. So I keep shoving them off the edge there. I've been doing this exact same thing with the dirt as well. I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll be sorting this sort of stuff off camera as well. But I soon came to a problem. And if we take a look at the better questing mod over here, you'll see, my goodness gracious me, there are so many seeds here. So many seeds, in fact, that having them on this little bit of area here really isn't going to be what I need. So this little area that we've got here, for the time being, is going to be just a breeding area. This over here is going to be where all the seeds, once they've got to 10, 10, 10, will be planted over here in their respective bits and bobs. And this is going to be a massive sort of like greenhouse, if you'd like to say. We're going to get some glass. We're going to get all that sort of stuff and make it look at least half decent as well. So there's that. Oh, also another thing, I reloaded the pack. The pack had an update. These things have changed. The gold furnace, unfortunately, it deleted it. I had to create another one. The only problem with this is at furnace overhaul, they've entirely changed it. And I don't know if this is the pack that's changed the thing, but look at this. Doubles output now requires nether stars and gas tiers. So of course, I haven't been able to do that one, but this one enables the processing of ores, still ends up doubling what we've got anyway. So I don't really know what's going on. I have no idea. Maybe it's just ores, I have no clue. Also, I created a mob farm. This was much needed. The only issue was, it wasn't actually spawning anything. Nothing was spawning whatsoever. So, with one of the drops of evil I got from killing one of the wither skeletons in the nether, I put some cursed earth down, and now we've got some stuff actually in there which I can't get to, which is annoying as hell. Ooh. Has that got magnetic on it? Oh yeah, it has. Nice. That will help us massively. And this is basically how I've been getting all the different mob drops and stuff like that now. So that's bringing in some decent stuff for us. Nothing to really write home about though. But eventually we'll be getting a big, massive sort of dropper. I think. What the heck is that? You know, I keep seeing them in the sky. There's like little blazes of light, and you'd think they're shooting stars, but they don't seem to move. So I am not entirely sure what it is. We've got chests and chests full of stuff now. It's getting absolutely silly. I have made a couple of storage drawers here, but these will be moved to what I would presume is going to be like a main walkway. We've got a main walkway down the centre here. I may do a little bit in the centre actually with all of the different types of essence and stuff that we're going to get. I don't know. We'll see how it works, guys. We will see how it works. Can I put anything in here? I can get rid of some of this stuff, which is awesome. I created with one of the diamonds a diamond chisel as well, just to be able to make some different blocks so it doesn't all look the same. Alright guys, what we're going to do today, well that is a good question. We've got the mob farming now. I can go ahead and claim that. That's fantastic. Come on, give us the things. Oh, that reminds me as well, actually. I want a drawer for all of my rack, which I'm going to stick down there, I think. It's not actually done the quest. Maybe it already did that before, actually, come to think of it. That's probably why it's blue. Okay, all the rack is now in there. So that's fantastic. The next thing on the list there is to get into the red heart canisters. Now, I do have in one of these chests somewhere, when I was hitting around in the nether, these, look. And the uses for these, if you put them with a wither bone or a necrotic bone, a canister, and one of these relic apples, which are emeralds, diamonds, and all this sort of stuff, we can go ahead and extend our life, which is not a bad idea. We need one red heart, which we have. We need one of the necrotic bones, or wither bones, which we also do indeed have. We need a canister which is iron around a bone? Seriously? It's a bit of a strange recipe, which we can do. The only issue is I think we need 20 of these to be able to even do anything. Emeralds are going to be the sticking point though, because I don't think I've got any emeralds at this moment in time. We haven't, yes, we haven't actually got any emeralds. So that's the sticking point. It's not really a sticking point because, like I say, yeah, 10. We needed 10 heart canisters to finish that quest there anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick them up there for a later date. But we know about that one and we can move forward with that at some point. The hunting dimension is a very interesting place, apparently, so I've heard. Right-click in the portal frame with the sword in your hand, then shift to go to the dimension. A dimension just in case mobs aren't trying to spawn in the overworld. And that is the exact point I am having. Nothing is spawning, so a hunting dimension might not be a bad idea. So let's have a look at the frame for these things. Do I have enough to be able to do this? So I need arrows in which to be able to do this anyway. I do have arrows now. I'm pretty sure I do have arrows. Have I got any floating around? I thought I had some. According to this, none of the skeletons I've been killing have been dropping any arrows, because they would be in here if that was the case. Hey, drop some arrows, please. Thank you very much. The problem is, guys, with the Cursed Earth, we're getting all sorts of different mobs spawning over there. I don't know if it's a different sort of spawn thing. I have no idea. But yeah, we just want normal arrows then, in which case we need feathers, sticks, and is it flint for arrows? Flint, sticks, and feathers. My goodness gracious me, I actually remembered a recipe. Now, that's a good point, actually. We don't have any feathers because we don't have any overworld mobs at this moment in time. Now, how we do that, I did see somewhere on here. We haven't actually done the nether quest yet. That might be a good one to do as well. Here somewhere there is, I don't know, got the mob grinding. That's unlocked for us. Right, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to find it, but this thing is so bloody big. I can never find things when I want to. Alright, guys. So what I was looking for isn't actually there in any of the quests. We want to be able to go ahead and make some grass. And how we do this, we can do this 2 different ways. We can get some dirt essence and nature essence to make 12 grass. Or, of course, we can get the pasture seed from Botania, which we can't do at this moment in time. So we need nature seeds. To get nature seeds then, guys, these things, we need any of the nature clusters here, along with Inferium essence and a tier 1 crafting seed. We've been through how to craft one of them before, but a nature cluster is pretty simple. As you can see, cactus, pumpkin, wheat and sugarcane. I think when this thing is up and running, we're going to stick the dirt down and have vanilla crops in there first and foremost. I'd like to get pumpkins, carrots, all that sort of stuff going, rather than these things firstly, just in case something actually does require it in a recipe, and in this case it does. So we need pumpkins. We've got all the seeds. The seeds are not a problem, guys. We do have, I'm sure we've got cactus seeds somewhere. I think they are them. Not they're melon. They're cactus ones. So we've got some cactus seeds, we've got sugar cane, we've got pumpkin, and what was the other one that we needed? Cactus, sugar cane, wheat, normal seeds. So yeah, we do have normal seeds as well. So that's not an issue. And once we've extended out our greenhouse, we can go ahead and do that. But for the moment, guys, we're going to go through this quest. I want to get this one done because the normal way we should be getting from the nether back home is not the /home command. It is, in fact, these overworld apples that you can get. When you eat them in the nether, you can pop into the overworld. But we need to create obsidian with which to do this. So I do believe... I don't know, where did I put my apples? My cooktop, there they are, look. Oh, beautiful. Lovely. So, what I would like to do is grab my bucket, wherever that is. There is one somewhere, and if there isn't, I'll be fumo about it, because I create that many bloody buckets. It's crazy. Oh, I used them all in the sprinkler recipe. That is what I've done. Do we have the... Yes, we do. Right. I've realised you don't have to actually have the hammer in hand when doing this. Well, you do have to have the hammer in hand, but if you've got more than one of them, it will just continue on putting the rest of them on there, which is pretty good. Saves a tiny bit of time, but there's my bucket that needed to move things around. And I do believe... Oh, we've got 4 there, so that's not a problem. I do believe... Yes, I have. It's right there, look. Now, is that one... Is that off? Yes, it is. Right, let's... Oh, it's gone in there. I was hoping to get it back before it did that. Let me put that in there, because we don't need that for the moment. And we're going to put the casting basin in there. Okay, what we need to do to be able to create obsidian, guys, in the smeltery, of course, in here, is to get ourselves a bucket of lava. There's more than this that we require, but if we right-click on there, it will actually put it into here, as you can see. Now, we need 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we've got 6 buckets of lava in there. I need to do the same thing for water, and because water's all the way over here, I could create a tank. However, I don't see the need at the moment for a tank other than this sort of this thing that we're doing here. So we're going to go ahead and create obsidian. I do believe it's only 1 block. It is. So I'll be back when I've got the rest of this and to do that quest. And here we are, guys. It's just doing the last block and getting that out of there now. So if we grab this, we've got 1 more. Nice one. And that should be go ahead. Are we going to hear any music? Yes. So we get 10 overworld apples and 5 rack. Nice one. So then we move... Oh, we've done half of this stuff already. We need 1 landium ore, which I think we've gone ahead... I don't know if we need the actual ore, which is quite annoying, actually, because... That's lunar dust. Lunar dust. Landium ore. We get a landium ingot for this, but maybe we haven't found any as of yet. So I don't see any in here. I did go to the nether, obviously, and I've done some mining, as you can probably see. So I have been... Oh, we don't want to eat these just now. Put the rack away. In fact, I'm going to stick that over here with this so I don't actually forget. Because otherwise, knowing me, I will. And I'll forget. So we've got that now. We've got the obsidian. We could make the nether portal. I don't see the need to make the nether portal. At least at this moment in time. We might come back to that and make it later on. We don't need the stone hammer anymore. This stuff is for my project. Okay, so that one is done. Give head, please. So we need 3 wither skeleton skulls to be able to complete that quest, and of course the wither boss comes into the equation there as well. We're nowhere near doing. We're not even stacked out to be able to fight a wither boss just yet. So never mind. Diamond stiffened mesh. How does one create diamond? I've forgotten. Diamond stiffened mesh. 6 diamonds, 1 iron stiffened mesh. we have the diamonds, or should we say, we have the diamond ore to be able to do this. Do you know what? I'm going to get this done. We can't smelt this up. I have no fortune pickaxe at the moment. It might be worth putting it on though. Lapis. That's a good thing actually. I don't think we've got much lapis. I don't think we've got any lapis actually. Do we have to save a certain type of thing? So gravel in a flint or iron or diamond. It gives a slightly little bit of better chance. So we're in the iron stiffened mesh at the moment. 12% chance drop. And it is still iron, isn't it? No, it's all string. Let's change this to iron. And I am going to be getting some lapis, guys, so I can stick that onto my pickaxe here, and we can start getting some of the fortune needed. I don't want to break these diamonds, and we need fortune on a pick anyway. Well, as you can see on screen, guys, we have some lapis, but we have quite a lot of other bits and bobs. And one of the comments that I got in a previous episode, and something I have been meaning to do, is one of these draw controllers. Actually, we did get a diamond out of all of this, and we've got some emeralds as well, so we can actually make one of those things, but not that we really need to. I need a draw, which I do have one spare, kicking around in one of... There it is. So if we go ahead and do that, we can now get our very own draw controller. Not only that, but we do need something that's called trim, and this will actually attach inventories, so all of these inventories can be attached together with this trim. In fact, we're going to need a little bit more trim than what we've currently got, so let me really quickly go and make another one of those. The way that this works is the trim it won't act as an inventory, but it will act as a connection between inventories, so that's good. Go. And if we say, for example, come along here and put that there, we're going to get our draw controller. We've got everything we need all here, at least I think so, but I'm going to put the draw controller right on the top there, and we can actually see. Beautiful. What I want to do, you can see everything in my inventory here. If what we are doing is correct, we should see lapis end up in there, and emerald end up in there, and whatever's left in our inventory we don't have a draw for. By right clicking this should be connected to all of these inventories here. So there we go. We haven't got anything for rock candy, we haven't got anything for flint, but everything else has been put in the right place. You can see their lapis has been got 15, emerald 3. This is brilliant, and that's exactly what I was after as well, and what exactly you guys were telling me to do. So there you go. I have indeed done that now, guys. We did get a quest, I'm sure we did. Somewhere along the line. There it is. Look, draw controller. Let's claim our rack for that as well. And then shove that in there. Nice. So I haven't got anywhere near enough lapis at this current moment in time. So I will continue on sieving away and getting as much lapis as I possibly can. Okay guys, we should have enough to be able to get at least a little bit of fortune on there right now. So we've got one stack of 64 and 41 altogether. I'm just going to get the stack out, and we're going to take it over to our tool forge right here, and we're going to stick it on there. So luck 1, 60 of 60. So that's now luck 1. Not fortune, but indeed luck. And if we grab a little bit more on there... I was hoping for a little bit more than that. Looks like we're going to have to completely take all of ours. Apart from one. I like to leave one in there just so that we can see it. And I know you can get the locks and stuff like that. Don't worry. And we've still only got luck 1 on there, which is a shame. I was hoping for a little bit more, but still. Right. Let's go ahead and get this diamond. So we've got 10 diamonds here. We should be able to get at least 10 diamonds back, but we're going to see if we manage to get anything extra. So there's definitely one extra there that I can see. Oh no, there's one extra there, one extra there, one extra there. Right, let's see what we've got. 14 diamonds altogether, guys, so it's not exactly doubling what we've got, but it's certainly better than before. And in fact, we've got our own draw for that now. Looking good. We've also got a draw for coal and flint and stuff like that as well. We should have plenty of stuff kicking around nowadays. So the next thing I want to get into, guys, and one thing... Oh god. Oh god, guys. What's happened? We've got a guardian giving it to us large here. How has a guardian got in there? That's crazy. Can guardians spawn on cursed earth? Wow. Okay, this is not great. We've got cursed earth there that is going to start spawning stuff if we're not careful. Oh dear. Oh dear. Quick. What's this? A guardian spike. Oh, I should have got some cobblestone as well to repair everything. Quick. Let's get some slabs. Okay, let's go. We should be able to get this before it ends up too bad. What happened? I think the creeper. I think something peed off a creeper, guys, and yeah, that was the end of that. Right. This needs to be dirt, if we can. I'm just going to put that there, so nothing can spawn for the moment. I'm going to go grab some dirt. I think we've got some pre-made in the chest. If not, it's not that hard to craft. 4 is not enough, really. I think it's full 9. Or not. It's a full 8, guys. It's a full round 8, and that's what it is. I don't think Cursed Earth travels spreads when you put down new dirt next to it. Oh, that's really annoying. I'm going to have to try and find some more Cursed Earth. It took me forever to get that Cursed Earth as well. Absolute ages. It did. Alright, is that back to normal? It says that something's... Oh, I never took the torch down, did I? Did I? No, it's there. Givers. Oh, and you'll soon see, guys, that these, despite the fact that it's a red square, they don't ever seem to spawn anything. I mean, that's nice. It's handy to have the Cursed Earth, because it does mean, in fact, that... Is that a charged creeper? It does mean, in fact, obviously, that you can... Evolved Enderman. That's interesting as well. Skelly Bob. We'll have to let that do it and then try and find some more Cursed Earth. Okay, so that was a little bit of going off on the wayside there. So... On here, we've now done the draw controller. This is it, the lock it one. Let's do that, actually. The draw key. So, draw... I think it's gold nuggets. Yeah. Okay, we can do this pretty easily. We have a chest in there for the thingamabobbins. We have... Where's our planks gone? There. We just need 6 of them. And we need some gold. Wasn't it 2 gold and then 1 nugget? Yes, it was. Okay, let's get some more in to cook down. Don't need much of it. Eventually this system will be automated, guys. Come up. Spit it out, boy. There we go. So if we take one of... Oh, let's make the thing first. That surrounded with... What was it? Sticks? Yeah. There we go. And there we go. That's the lock. So let's put all them... Oh, we can't put that in there. Lovely jubbly. Let's gain our 5 rack from this. Shove that in there. Okay, so now we can start locking some of these drawers so I can actually take out what I want to take out. So all these are going to be locked. And even if we take out the last thing, it will always keep a copy of what was or what should be in there. So let me just go ahead and do this to all of these drawers. There's no durability on a key, so it doesn't matter how many times you do this. I don't think you can lock these. Oh, you can. Not that there's much point in taking them out anyway, but still. We've got the key. We've done the key. We've done the quest for that one. So next on the list is a void upgrade. Now you actually get this with obsidian. We could in fact make one of these right now, because we do have the obsidian. In fact, can I shove any of this stuff in here? Could definitely shove bones in there. Then everything else can just go into here. No problem. So the obsidian, we're going to take that out. And I do believe the void upgrade is one of those fancy little things in the middle again with everything around it. Okay, so we've got a spare one of these. Put that into there. And we can put void upgrade and make the void upgrade. Are you going to ping up for us? There we go. Look, can you see them up there? Looks like a shooting star, but it's not. It keeps repeating itself over and over and over again. We're actually going to put this on the cobblestone one, which we can. Oh yeah, we can. I'm shifting. I shouldn't shift. Let's claim the 5 rack from that. And that is all of the quests to do with storage drawers done and dusted now, guys. Well, we've got the upgrades as well. We'll definitely be using those upgrades on the cobblestone chest in a second. A controller slave acts just like the draw controller, doesn't extend range of draws. I don't understand what that means. I don't know what that is, guys, but eventually we'll go ahead and make one of those. Black quartz from actually additions can be made by smelting smoky quartz. How does one make smoky quartz? I hear you ask. Oh, it's through Britannia. Okay, we can easily do one of these. 8 around a piece of coal, which we've got up here. And then we smelt that, and we can get one of those things. Nice. In fact, we can get loads of it. Lovely jubbly. I was looking through some of these quests, guys, and there's one thing that's really confusing to me. When we're looking at these growth crystals, these things here, I really want to get these, especially when I'm going into this. So that is what we're going to be working on next. Although, it's difficult, because I have no idea how to actually craft these growth crystals. So, as we take a look in here, bone blocks, easily done, guys. Iron ingots, easily done. Shard of water, not so easy. And a sea lantern, not so easy. Prismarine shards can come from the atomic reconstructor, but we'll need power to be able to do that. I think that might be the easiest way of doing any of these, to be fair. A materialization from abyssal craft, that is dangerous mod, that I don't like it. Atomic reconstructor is probably the way to go, which means we need power. Not only that as well, guys, but if we take a look at this Lordcraft shard of water, requires equipment research. And I'm thinking, well, what is Lordcraft to start with? What is all of this stuff? If we take a look, Lordcraft, guys, has got quite a bit of stuff to it. If we take a look at this, which I presume is the book that tells us everything we need to know, it's not that easy to get. You need simple crystals. These can be made in an arcane forge, which apparently requires crystallization research. How do we do research? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at. I'm gonna have to look this mod up. I've never heard of Lordcraft before, guys. I'm gonna have to have a look at what the mod is and take it from there. But it is becoming painfully obvious to me right now that we are missing power. Power is the main thing we probably should be getting into very, very soon. We've got the materials with which to do this with, and I think it's time, guys. So, I'm wondering if there's something in here that will be showing us down the line of power. I mean, we've got the Thermopylae here, windmill, all this sort of stuff, which could be interesting. Modular ingots, I don't know what that is. We've got industrial immersive engineering, that's the one. Ha! Probably this. More than likely this. Because somewhere along here, maybe it's not here. Do they not do quests for the engines? Basically, guys, what I'm getting at is this lava over here is incredibly, easy to automate, especially when we've got now some other things underneath that we can go ahead and use. If we take a look back at the alpha here, these things here, heat sand 120 times. So we are making lava very, very quickly. And I think it's time, guys, to get into the magma, whatchamacallits, magmatic dynamos. They're the ones, because we can make Invar now, we can make the Invar gears, we can make redstone transmission coils, we can make everything needed for one of these magmatic dynamos. Can we make the fluiducts though? That's interesting. Well, it doesn't really matter if we can or we can't, because I can always use the extra utils stuff to move fluids along, and that doesn't have the same these things, the fluiducts, because you need different sort of fluiducts for lava to go through. It won't allow, look at that, we'll break if contents are extremely hot or cold. So I think it's time to be able to build ourselves a little bit of an area to go ahead and melt down a load of this, make lava, make magmatic dynamos, and so on and so forth. It's a bit ugly. I won't want this on top, so I'm probably going to go down under here into the depths, and under this little thing, it might not be there. It might not be there, because if we've got power going up to somewhere, it's going to be some form of battery or somewhere where the power can be held. So I won't want that right in the middle of here. That is for sure. That's going to be taken up by Agricraft and the breeding process. This is going to be taken up by all my random storage and shit that I've got going on at the minute, like that stuff there. This is going to be taken up. Eventually, this one will actually be dropped into the floor and extended around, so we can have another row. So it's going to be a 4x4 all the way around. You can get 5x5. I think you can go all the way up to 9x9 and sieve a full-on stack at once. Might not be a bad idea, but at the moment, not the idea that I'm going to be doing. So, with that in mind, I might, off in that direction, go ahead and create an area where we can go ahead and make some sort of battery. Now, I don't know if these capacitors are easy to get to or not. By the looks of things, they don't look too bad. We've got iron ingots, we've got basic capacitors, which are these grainy capacitors, which of course are the grains of infinity. We've a bedrock. Oh no, we've got a piece of bedrock, haven't we? It's under there somewhere. There it is. We've got one piece of bedrock to be able to do that with, so that's not a problem. And then, of course, the block of redstone, which is pretty easy to get. So I think the basic capacitor bank will be holding all of our power for the near future, coming from magmatic dynamos from these. So, guys, I think, unfortunately, I've run out of time. And I know we haven't done much this episode. I do apologise. In fact, we haven't done anything decent at all. We've just gone ahead and put some of this on there and then dealt with that thing over there. That's poor. That is poor, guys. Next episode, though, we will definitely be coming back and getting involved with this magmatic dynamo system that we've got going on, or we will have going on. Underneath this main thing, I'm going to create another platform under there. I'm going to extend out over here, have it underneath here, and have a load of this going on here, along with probably a lot of these cobblestone generators. Not tier 2s, I think it's about time that we went up to a tier 3 just to be able to make things move a little bit quicker. We will see, but that I will set everything up for next episode and we'll come back and we'll do that straight away. So until next time, guys, I've been the Top Man. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.